A judge is expected to sentence Bill Cosby today for drugging and sexually assaulting a woman at his home in Pennsylvania. Cosby faces up to 10 years in prison after his 3 assault convictions were merged into one in court yesterday. More than 60 women accuse him of sexual misconduct. Jericka Duncan spoke with a juror who voted to convict Cosby, and she's outside the Montgomery County Courthouse in Norristown, Pennsylvania. Jericka, good morning.
Good morning to you. Day one of Cosby's sentencing hearing Monday lasted about 5 hours. And at the heart of this case, Andrea Constand, she testified. And not only did she testify, but her mother did, her father and her older sister. And even some of Cosby's accusers were here.
The man once known as America's dad made his way into court yesterday as protesters shouted in support of his accusers. Andrea Constand, who Cosby was convicted in April of drugging and molesting at his home in 2004, took the stand. Constand read a small portion of her victim impact statement, telling the court, "All I am asking for is justice as the court sees fit." Later, District Attorney Kevin Steele read other parts of Constand's statement, in which Constand describes feeling like a knife was in her gut whenever she heard Cosby's voice. Constand's family testified about her change in demeanor after her encounter with Cosby. Her mom told the court, "I don't believe in my heart Bill Cosby has ever cared." Constand's sister called her a hero. Prosecutors asked for the maximum prison sentence of 5 to 10 years based on the nature of the crime and his alleged history of misconduct. The defense expressed concern about Cosby's health and safety if the 81-year-old legally blind man goes to prison. They asked for house arrest instead. Attorney Gloria Allred, who represents a number of Cosby accusers, spoke after the hearing.
They feel that what was done to them was sexually violent, and that the person who did it to them is a sexually violent predator.
Some of those accusers were inside the courtroom yesterday. So were 4 of the trial's jurors, including Diane Selsa.
Although we have no part in sentencing, we just want to see it come to conclusion, mostly for the victims, particularly for Andrea Constand.
What were you expecting coming into this sentencing hearing?
My hope is that Bill Cosby will be sentenced appropriately. We as a jury convicted him, and I hope that he is going to be held accountable.
Yesterday, a state psychologist testified that Cosby shows signs of suffering from a mental disorder that involves urges, uncontrollable urges when it comes to violating helpless women. Now, today, a psychologist for the defense is expected to take the stand. It is after that the judge will rule whether or not to designate Bill Cosby as a sexually violent predator, and then he will deliver his sentence. Gayle?
Boy, we'll be watching. Thank you very much, Jericka.